I don't know about you, but eating healthy can be a real challenge for me. If you're trying to eat less wheat, refined sugars, and oils, I have a cookbook that may be just for you. Make Your Own has more than 120 plant-based recipes. The author's recipe videos on social media get upwards of 80,000 views. Please welcome Javant Benton to the show. Thank you so much for being here.
Oh, thank you for having me. Glad to be here.
Oh my gosh, you're going to show me all about healthy eating, which I need some tips of this.
Okay.
Tell us first about your cookbook, Make Your Own.
My cookbook it's about self-love and empowerment through what we eat, using your fork and your spoon to regain your health. Because, you know, things like diabetes, heart disease, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, these things are running rampant here in America, and it's mainly because of our food choices. So my book is about, again, self-empowerment, taking your health into your hands, relying on the farmer, not the pharmacist, to get into good health.
Have you always been this disciplined? Where does this, you know, clean eating come from?
Well, unfortunately, it started because, like so many people, I was in that boat. I was 85 pounds heavier than I am now.
Really?
I was pre-hypertensive, pre-diabetic, so I'm speaking from experience, unfortunately. And that's what that was a catalyst for me to start eating cleaner. Now, discipline, I have to push back a little bit. People say you have to be disciplined. I'm saying, no, you don't have to be disciplined. That's the thing, Kelly. People think that if I'm going to be healthy, it means I got to give something up. I got to be deprived. I got to have this focus. And no, and I'm showing you that you can make classic foods with healthy ingredients so you don't feel deprived. Don't change what you make, change how you make it.
Ooh, so it's still going to be packed with flavor.
Absolutely.
It's still going to be delicious.
Absolutely.
Comfort foods.
Absolutely.
What are we making today? I see some chickpeas.
We're going to make my 20-minute chickpea tacos. Now, I've done some of the prep work, so obviously it won't take 20 minutes today. But this is a recipe in the book, as are all the recipes displayed here. I got some chickpeas here. I got some seasonings. We're going to get it in a pan whenever you're ready.
I'm ready for you. How do we get going?
Okay, we got the pan warm here. I'm going to dump some chickpeas first. Now,
can this be canned, fresh, like?
Yeah, these are canned chickpeas.
So again, that's easy. You're making things easy.
Yes, very much so. So now, one of my approaches is no oil, no gluten, no refined sugar. So you notice I didn't add any oil to this pan.
I was going to ask. I'm used to the butter,
yes.
the olive oil, even the avocado oil. Nothing.
Yes, no oil. Oil is 120 calories per tablespoon, 4,000 calories a pound. It's nothing wrong with it per se, but if you got any extra weight on your body here, or if you need to lose a lot of weight like I once did, one of the best ways is to subtract the oil from your diet. And they're healthy alternatives so you don't miss it.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm just drying my chickpeas out a bit here. They're already cooked, so I'm not really cooking them. I'm just getting some of the moisture removed. And once I do that, I'm going to add my seasonings now.
Tell me what's in here.
Okay, so I've got some garlic powder, some onion powder, some smoked paprika, and some oregano. And now I'm just going to move it around and get them coated really well so they'll stick and stay. We want those flavors to be there. Just mixing them around a little bit. So really this is
just heating it up. Couple minutes for someone at home that's making this?
Yeah, maybe 3 or 4 minutes to do this process. And you'll see the seasonings will start to stick a little bit, but that's okay. We're just going to keep moving them around here.
That's when you just soak the pan later and forget about it.
There you go. And I'm going to address some of that really soon. So now remember, I'm oil-free, I'm wheat-free, I'm refined sugar-free. Usually you would add some type of sweetness to this, and I'm going to do that. And I'm going to do it with coconut aminos, which is what this liquid is. So I'm going to add some coconut aminos. For those who are not familiar, coconut aminos are something that's great to replace things like tamari and soy sauce. Those things are really high in sodium.
Yeah.
Coconut aminos brings a sweetness and a little saltiness, but it's low in sodium. So you don't need the oil, you don't need the salt, right? And you're still going to have a little sodium in there. So now once I put those, that's going to help coat it, and it's going to loosen up some of these spices I spoke about. Going to move it around in the pan here.
All right, want me to move it around and then you can tell me?
Sure. You move that around. I'm going to add the tomatoes. That's the last thing we would put. Okay. Little tomatoes in there.
Little cherry tomatoes.
Yes.
And then you make a dressing homemade. What is in this dressing?
Okay, so the dressing that's going to go on these tacos is right here. Again, nothing but healthy ingredients. I've got some fresh chopped cilantro. I've got a jalapeno pepper. I've got a lime. I've got a date. Date is my secret ingredient for not needing refined sugar. Remember, refined sugar drives inflammation, it drives diabetes, it weakens your immune system, it's inflammatory. There's nothing good about refined sugar. It's truly not a food. So the way I skip that is I use dates. Dates have antioxidants, they have minerals, they have fiber. They're a real whole food, a real whole fruit.
Wow.
So we're going to use date to sweeten. I'm going to use a couple of cloves of garlic. That's what's going to, now, for those who don't like heat, the jalapeno is optional.
If it's too spicy, okay.
If you want a little bit of heat, you remove the seeds and just use the rest of the jalapeno. If you want no heat, you just leave it out. This sauce will still be plenty good. Now, I have it here in the blender, but I've already blended it, and this is the end result. This beautiful,
that consistency
vibrant
looks
look. Yes, I mean,
beautiful.
you can see the health there. You know, those colors equal health, and that's a beautiful sauce there.
And you're probably looking then for a lot of colors in all of your dishes, because I'm looking at everything you brought here, and it's just filled with like colors of the rainbow. Let's start over here with the salad. What else did you bring?
That's my sweet Dijon pasta there, a nice pasta salad for the summer. It's a beautiful thing. This is a gyro. And remember, all my recipes are also vegan, so we're not using meat, even though those look like meatballs.
It looks
They're
like
veggie
lamb,
meatballs.
yeah. Okay.
And everything you're seeing here, Kelly, I made. The wrap, the tzatziki sauce that's on everything I made. Everything I made at home. Listen, when you make your own food, you leave out all the junk ingredients that you get from buying packaged stuff and et cetera, et cetera. This is all health promoting, not health demoting foods. So I've got my salad there, I got my gyro. Over here we have our finished tacos.
And I'm gonna try that. What is in, like, what kind of tortilla did you use here?
That's just a regular corn tortilla.
Okay, but if you wanted to make one at home, like the gyro,
yes,
like,
I have the
what would you make?
flatbread. You could do that, yeah. You could do that too. Lots of flavor.
Gosh.
Lots of flavor. Yeah.
That is so good.
Now that's a main dish. For dessert over here, we have some, those are my no-bake brownies that are stacked there. That's a recipe that doesn't require any cooking. They're absolutely delicious. And then I have my peanut butter chocolate chip cookies that are made with chickpeas. So instead of using refined flour, which is what a lot of people use, refined flour, again, has no germ, has no bran, drives, spikes your blood sugar. These are made with chickpeas. Super healthy, resistant starch, all kinds of healthy ingredients in those cookies, and they still bring the flavor.
Okay, I'm trying another cookie, and while I'm doing that, you have nearly 1 million followers. What do you think about your content and you as a person makes you so popular?
Well, I don't think it has anything to do with me. I mean,
I think it does, but you're being kind.
Serious. It's all about the message. I mean, people out here are ailing. Who doesn't know someone that has diabetes, heart disease, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, some type of ailment, overweight? And again, I was there, so I'm very empathetic. So that's why I started making these recipes to show people you can eat healthier without being deprived. You don't have to give anything up. You just change it up. You change your ingredients, and it's going to be much, much better. So I think people just resonate with the message because they want to be healthier. And then when they see the result of the food and how it looks, if you go on my social media, you can read thousands of comments of people saying, "I tried this; it's delicious.
Wow.
I can't believe my husband will even eat," those kind of things.
I know, because you make a meatloaf without the meat, but everyone was raving about it.
Yeah.
And I have to tell you, those tacos, so flavorful, so delicious.
Yeah.
You're self-taught too? Tell me about how you got into cooking.
Out of necessity, you
really?
know. Yeah, 'cause no one. Listen, when I was sick and unhealthy, there was no one modeling for me what making healthy food looks like and how to get healthy. So it was really out of necessity that I got in the kitchen. And as I tell people, okay, I did the sweating, I made all the mistakes, I went through the tedious steps so that you don't have to. And then I can just hand you a book and it's seamless. Or you can go on my social media. I've got 500-600 recipes on my social media. I did the hard work so that it's easier for other people. And I think that's what resonates.
This is all so good. This cookie, I would never know that chickpeas were in here.
That's right.
Where can people get the book before we leave today?
Anywhere. Amazon, Target, Barnes & Noble, in Canada, Indigo. You can walk into wherever. You can get it anywhere. Or you can go on my site and get it. It's available wherever books are sold.
Thank you so much for spending time with us today and really blowing my mind with these tacos and cookies. So good.
Thank you for having me.